What is going on? I'm zmoT. 2 videos in one day. Figured I would space them out. Actually, I didn't figure. I was just super late and busy, but you don't care. Let's get into... Maybe you do care, but I don't need to tell you about it. Let's get in, have a look at War Factory, see what we've got ahead of us. Same layout as last week. We didn't have it for months and months and years, and now we have it 2 in a row. So we're going to get rid of this rocket launcher. We are probably going to get rid of some Doom Cannons. Gonna need to get rid of some Doom Cannons for sure, but they only have 45,000 health only in bunny years there. Probably that's about all we need to worry about. We're gonna use our ZM, I think. No point doing anything, but this is the one where you should be able to clear it with RZM without a heck of a lot of difficulty, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna load like so. That's not RZM, that is Gren Medic. Let's go like so. Now I'm gonna do RZM with a bit of a twist. I'm gonna load my universal remote here, and then we'll come in a little bit. Gonna get rid of the rocket launcher first. Let's go. We're gonna get rid of the rocket launcher. I'm also gonna do something that we probably don't even really need to do. And that is I'm gonna get rid of that machine gun over there. And the reason for that is just machine guns versus our ZM, not really all that friendly. So we're gonna go like that. We'll push the button. We'll also get rid of the machine gun. I'm kind of tempted to go back and get rid of that flamethrower as well. Just thinking that anything that we're going to need to shock for to keep our rifles alive, we might as well get rid of. This is not necessarily a great idea. That flamethrower probably has very little health, and we can probably shock it, but we might as well get rid of it. And then I'm going to use all of my remaining GBE, most of it in artillery form, just because of the, what is that called? Artillery reduction of cost thingy-majigger, and we're just gonna go like that. I mean, we've gotten basically rid of everything ever. I probably should drop troops right now. Gonna skip that. I think this one looks like it should be very easy, so we're gonna skip the dropping of troops on the first. Actually, you know what? Let's skip it on the first at least 2 attacks, maybe even 3, because I'd like to get rid of a bunch of Doom Cannons. Otherwise, these things are just gonna be a complete pain for us. So let's focus on getting rid of some Doom Cannons. I'm gonna focus on getting rid of these 3 just because they are all touching. Probably should have thought of this a little bit better, but just getting rid of 3. I mean, if we can get rid of 7. Was that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, only 6. Now we'll throw our last artillery on this, and then we should be good to go on the next attack. I'm gonna drop troops on the next one after I use a bunch of GBE and get rid of those Doom Cannons. Those Doom Cannons have very low health, so I should have loaded Critter Swarm. Too late now. You probably want to use Critter Swarm after the first attack. I did not even clue in even a little bit, so we've got Universal Remote. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage somehow. I've also just used too many barrages, so not off to a great start, but we should be okay. We're going to drop a smoke right there, and we're going to come way over into this corner. That sniper tower hopefully does not reach, so we can, by getting into that corner, my thinking is that we'll get a whole bunch of critters out front of us. Hopefully we don't lose medics while we try this. Now what you need to do is re-flare into that corner, otherwise your zookas are going to get out front, and you really don't want zookas. So once they make a little bit of room, make sure you re-flare into that corner, let your rifles get out front, and now we're just going to throw a shock right there. Make sure you use your priority to shock sniper towers. Sniper towers shoot basically twice or even 3 times faster than cannons, I believe, and they're both going to single shot your defenses or your attackers. So use your shocks on the sniper towers. Probably should not even be using any shocks at all at the moment, just because this right here, this extremely huge pile of sniper towers, but whatever. We'll get there when we get there. We've got a ton of rifles in front of us. Now, a lot of you said that, I was really surprised, a lot of you said that last week was your first ever War Factory victory. That just sounded funny. It sounded like I was saying something wrong even though it was actually correct. So, anyways, kind of surprised. This is, RZM is a great troop combo that does not require a heck of a lot of skill and usually does not require smoke. Now, smoke does make it work better typically because you can get your troops all exploding at one time. I've actually talked to a couple people who like to use brick and battle orders with RZM. I keep thinking about saying the C for RCZM, but I'm not a big fan of that. But you can, because they all explode out of smoke and it gets a bit crazy. We're getting very, very short on rifles, so I'm going to start shocking now. Hopefully, yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'm going to start using hacks. We've got a bunch of GBE. I did not even notice how ridiculously high our GBE numbers are. And by hacking these buildings, we are going to keep those sniper towers targeting their own kind, which is going to keep them from shooting us, and maybe we'll get some critters rolling up here. Now, I'm realizing right now that using rifles on this is not, there's nothing that my rifles are doing. All my rifles are doing here is taking up space. So please, please do not use RZM. Just use rifles and zookas. It took me this long to figure out that I am making a complete and utter mistake. So I don't think my medics have healed a single thing yet. So please, please do not use medics. Like, medics, all they're doing is trailing behind and making me shock things that I shouldn't have to shock, and not a great plan on my part. So medics on War Factory typically are a very, very bad idea because there'll usually be at least one grappler that'll grab all of your ladies, and that'll be the end of that. So now that we're getting into the nitty-gritty, we've got rid of all the snipers. I'm just gonna flare over into here and we're going to retreat. That's it. Because my concern is that laser beam plus critters is going to be a very, very bad time. So we're just going to retreat. That's it. We have 5 attacks. Let's use them. We'll save some ladies by running away. Those were the most useless medics I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Do not do that. Just use rifles and zookas. I would suggest 2 boats of rifles, maybe 3 at the very, very most. What you really, really need here is the punch that zookas gives you, and the rifles are just standing out front getting shot in the face. And if you have too many rifles out front, they're not really doing anything for you except for getting shot for a longer period of time. So we're going to run right to there. I'm literally going to run. I'm going to use my battle orders to run. Probably ridiculous and silly, but it got them there a slight bit faster, and now we should have a free snipe. If you don't know what a free snipe is where your troops can stand freely without anyone accosting them and shoot the core. Is accosting the right word there? I hope so. Anyways, let's flare the core. Don't really need to flare the core. Nothing else is in range. Let's use another battle orders. You can never use too many battle orders. Hopefully, by the way, they don't stack, but hopefully we get one more here in about 3, 2, 1, using lots and lots of GBE for battle orders. And there goes War Factory. War Factory, Unboosted, HQ18, XP46, I think it is, for the last day of February. Holy crow, February's gone already? That is insane. My mind just exploded. Please do hit me up in the comments, and I hope to talk to you soon. That's it. That's all. I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.